I'm Pacey, and I am 9 years old. I have a question for you. What makes us us? In order to answer this, we need to go back in time, way back. No one knows exactly when life started in the oceans. When life first came, it was in the form of tiny little soul creatures, each one working for itself. And this went on for a long, long time. And then came creatures with mini cells. They became creatures with arms, legs, mouths, and so on. Some became triplets, sea ammonons, starfish, and fish. And when some were cut off, some breathed out of the water. More amphibians came into existence and grew. They had a great time, but they got tired of always having to be near the water. So they invented that special skin and unique eggs. With that came the reptiles. The reptiles grew and grew. After some time, the reptiles swallowed the cold, and those living on the fringes grew hair, fur, and warm blood became mammals. Some of these mammals grew enormously, then multiplied and multiplied. But there was still no sign of human beings. The mammals appeared, the birds appeared, and the plants appeared. But there was still no sign of human beings. Later, near the end of the cold period, none of those giant mammals survived. After a very long time, something exciting happened towards the very end of the cold period. A completely new creature, human being, appeared. It didn't have fur like some of the other animals. It didn't have sharp teeth or claws, but it came with something that none of the other creatures had. First, it had a much larger brain with the power to think, imagine, and reflect. More importantly, it had an enormous amount of love. With human beings, love went beyond their own offspring. It went to others of a kind, even to the men, women, and children who are total strangers to them. This is what sets us apart from animals. So what makes us us? The answer to my question is simple. One smart brain to think, imagine, and reflect. One big heart to love unconditionally. As for me, frankly speaking, I am 9 years old, so I've just begun to learn how to think and how to love. In order to learn how to think and imagine, I tried a lot of things. When I was 5 years old, I began to learn the violin for the first time, because music can make me feel calm and help me clear my head. So I chose this unknown world of the violin. I began to touch it, to feel it, and to imagine how those notes would sound like. At first, I was very excited to learn this new and unfamiliar thing. However, I started to get tired of always playing it after a while. Also, I met many difficulties and obstacles. My fingers sometimes could not keep up with my head. I thought I could play a certain song, but I couldn't, and it was frustrating. When I was going through the Spotnik period, two things helped me. My own inner drive and my parents. I found the inner drive, and it encouraged me to continue. At the same time, my parents are always there for me. They believed in the 10,000-hour rule, where nothing simply happens. Everything is a result of hard work. They helped me face my problems by teaching me how to set small but challenging goals. They always told me that one day, although seeing ordinary days, would make me see the value of persistence. In addition to that, my parents never compared me with other children. So I kept going, and I continued exploring and preserving to help me get more power into this music world. I used to imagine that the world of the violin music was enormous, but with a clear mind, I feel reserved and loved. Learning another language is also a great way to learn how to think and how to imagine. I am bilingual. This started 3 years ago when the COVID-19 pandemic spread. People ask me, how did you learn English just by staying in Chongqing? The answer is reading and asking for help. My parents and my own inner drive have always been my biggest supporters. They gave me the space to read and learn. I love reading so much that they even set up a cozy reading corner for me and my younger brother in our house. They also brought us various original editions of English language books so that I could immerse ourselves into our stacks of book collections. We were two truly happy little bookworms. And when I thought I was capable as a bilingual, I joined the Startup Outlook, an English-speaking contest that attracts many of the best bilingual speakers across the country. Instead of asking me to win the competition, I just told myself to be a better version of myself. For me, being on the stage to compete was a whole new world. Many of the topics were so out of the box that I had to use my own imagination to come up with the answers. That experiment helped me understand how to think, imagine, and reflect. I won first prize in the end, but when I first was on the stage like this, I was so nervous that when I picked up the microphone, I could not even talk. After a while, I was on my mind to talk my first sentence and started to feel relaxed. Now, on this stage, I'm feeling as comfortable as I could be. I don't know about you, but I'm full of imagination now. Regarding Strolled, I want to know what will people look like in 1,000 years. So, I painted this picture. Kyber style. How cool is that? Many may ask, what is the point of all these? Yes, you're an imaginative girl. So what? The great Albert Einstein once said, imagination is more important than knowledge. There are two books that used to be imaginary or fictional, but they are now realities. One is 2000 Leagues Under the Sea, and the other is Around the World in 80 Days. At the time when these books are published, there are no such things as airplanes or submarines, but they are now realities. For humans, the driving force of science is pure curiosity, hobby, and interest. Thus, we should maintain curiosity and allow ourselves to think randomly. Also, imagination makes us better, and it helps us keep going. So human beings need to develop their imaginations when facing unfamiliar situations. My parents have always been respecting and supporting me. Such possibility is also a significant source supporting us to challenge the strange world, which enables us to have more room for imagination when we gradually evolve. Earth has been here for such a long time. How old do you think the Earth really is? 4,500 years? 450 million years? No, the Earth is more than 4.5 billion years old. It was as if the Earth needed a long preparation time to make the place ready for human beings. If we had arrived during earlier periods, we would not have survived. Humans have been on the Earth for such a short time, but we have evolved so rapidly. As a 9-year-old girl, I want to know a lot of things about this world, because for me, this world is so fresh and so cool. Everything is unknown to me. I want to know, why is this universe so big? Why humans can change the world? Why can we talk in languages? And why do you have music? I have so many questions about this world, this universe. But instead of feeling scared, I feel peace, because I know how to use my brain intelligently and how to love unconditionally. I'll be just fine. Thank you.